What's going on, everyone? This is Julian. I hope you all are doing well. And as you can see from some of these pictures here, I'm going to be talking a little bit about my experience with Pokemon Gofest in New York City that took place earlier this month from July 4th through 9th. At least that was the time that I was in New York City. But the event itself for Gofest took place from July 5th through the 7th. So I'm going to talk a little bit about my experiences there and just how everything for me went. And the first thing I'm going to talk about is just the gameplay overall. There were basically two different components of gameplay while I was in New York City during the time of the GoFest event. One of them was the city experience, which I actually bought tickets to play for all 3 days that I was there in the city. So basically what this means is that from around like 10 a.m. to like 7 p.m., basically you had like rotating spawns like every hour, and then during that time you were also able to get like increased hatch distance, so decreased hatch distance actually, so it took a little bit less time and distance to hatch eggs and all that stuff. And given that you're in New York City, you're going to be walking everywhere, so it was very easy to hatch the eggs when you were walking around in New York City. So definitely it was a plus for that bonus, and I was able to hatch a lot of pretty cool stuff there. And the main thing, of course, was just getting all the new spawns. Klefki, which is actually a regional Pokemon from France, was spawning quite a bit while I was there, and I was able to get quite a few. And then, of course, you can't forget the exclusive New York City Pokemon Bouffalants, which I only was able to capture a couple of them, just because I wasn't really able to play too much during like the off-event hours. And then when the event hours were taking place, Bouffalant was not a major spawn. So unfortunately, I was only able to get a couple while I was there, but still, it was pretty much fine. But yeah, the main thing with playing in the city, of course, is just being able to explore all the sites, sightsee, do all that when you're playing the game. And I had so much fun doing it. I was able to do so many different things and walk around and visit so many iconic places, all that stuff, all throughout the time I was there. And the next thing I'm going to talk about is the park experience. So this is the part where if you were to buy tickets to Pokemon Go Fest, you had to buy this part ahead of time. So for me, I had the time slot of Saturday the 6th, and this was in the afternoon. And I was going to Randall's Island Park where the event took place. And this was actually, for me, I thought it was a wasted opportunity, just because like there was only two different pieces of research you had to do when you're on the island, and then they're both in completely separate parts of the island. So it does take a while. I'm not sure how familiar you guys are with Randall's Island Park, but basically it is a park that consists of like a north end and a south end. And it is quite a while to walk from one end of the park to another, probably around like 20-30 minutes or so. So not the easiest of walks, and definitely a little bit longer than your normal walk. But in any case, there was basically two different pages, event research pages that you had to complete when you're on the island, and everything else you could complete while you were in the city. So, like all the other things were there too, like your food trucks, different vendors, and different like activities to also continue to keep you engaged, and of course all the other things you do while you're playing Pokemon Go, like raids, trades, all that stuff. But for me, like all I wanted to do was just complete the research, and then just get out of there, because it was actually crazy hot that day. I think like that was like one of the warmest days I was there. Like it hit like 90 degrees, I think. And then like the humidity was, of course, pretty sticky. So I wanted to get out there when I finished my research and all that stuff, so I left a little bit earlier than the scheduled end time of the event that day, during the afternoon. So, um, so that's basically the park experience. Overall, I just thought it was okay. I had much better time playing in the city. Meeting so many awesome people. Like just doing raids with people, and doing all that stuff, and just kind of like gauging everyone's experience and all that stuff, seeing how people were doing with the event. It was just so much fun to talk to so many different people, and also meet with a couple of Pokemon Go YouTubers too. That was pretty amazing, just to be able to do that. I actually have a crazy story about meeting a couple of them during breakfast. There was a breakfast spot right next to where I was staying at the time, and I ran into like three Pokemon Go YouTubers all having breakfast at the same table. So it was pretty crazy. And I got to chat with them a little bit, take a picture. Such an awesome time. So I'm just again really thankful for the opportunity to be able to meet some of these guys. And there was one particular person, another YouTuber actually, who I actually was able to compete with during a regional tournament that I participated in January of this year. And he was actually also in New York City, but he was during the Gofest event. He was actually one of the judges for because they also have like a battling station, I guess. So he was actually one of the judges and coaches there. So I got to talk to him a little bit, reconnect with him a little bit. So it was pretty good. Such an awesome time to be able to reconnect and meet new people. That's always the draw for playing Pokemon Go for me. Just meeting new people, seeing how they progress, all throughout like the time that they played. It's just so awesome to do that with other people. So, and then the rest of the time I was in New York City, just doing like touristy stuff. I was just like, going around eating a lot of good food, meeting up with one of my very, very good friends while I was there, and then just kind of taking in all of the other sites. So that was pretty much my whole time in New York City with GoFest, and also just with everything else I was doing. So I just wanted to give a quick shout out to everyone who really helped me for this trip. It was just I couldn't have done it without you guys. Just all the different time that I spent like researching everything and just kind of like going through everything and like figuring out what to do and all that stuff. So it's just really a group effort. So I couldn't have done it without all of you guys. So that's going to be it for this video. Let me know if you guys enjoyed it. It's a cool little recap of just my experience and my time at GoFest. And if you guys enjoyed it, please feel free to give this video a like and thumbs up. And all support will really mean a lot for the channel. And of course, hit that notification bell so you stay tuned for any of my upcoming videos. So I'll be getting back to posting some more Pokemon Go PvP content soon. Just had a lot going on recently, given like my time at GoFest and just a bunch of other things coming up. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you all in the next one.